What's up, guys? So, why does your body give away hard-earned muscle so quickly after you stop training for even a short period of time? Okay, answer is really simple, and it's your body is concerned about one thing and one thing only, and that is to continue to exist. Okay, it doesn't give a damn that you work so hard to add extra muscle so you can kick ass in BJJ, or meet girls down at the beach. Okay, it doesn't give a damn. It just, the primary function of your body is to continue to exist. See, your body wants to make survival as easy as possible, and the way it does that is it wants to keep a minimum standard of how many calories, how much food you need in a given day to be able to accomplish this. Let's just say my height, weight, I'm just going to throw out a number, I don't even know this to be true, but it may talk to me and say, you need a minimum of 2,000 calories per day for survival, okay? So let's try and keep to that number as close to we can, okay? But what happens is, when you add additional stressors, like strength training and BJJ, let's face it, they increase your muscle mass. Nearly most everyone that does BJJ has a better physique. That does everything regularly, okay? That, not one of those people that show up once a week, those type of things. But people that do it, 3 more times a week, they're gonna have a better physique than your average person walking around. But so they're gonna have more muscle. What happens is, because they now have more muscle, their body now requires more calories to exist. So you may, all of a sudden now, your body recognizes, finds these stressors against it, the strength training, the BJJ, it's like, oh boy, for me to, if this is the way life's gonna be now, you're gonna have to make him gain muscle, and that's also gonna kick up the calorie requirements. So, let's give him that additional muscle so he can handle the stressors, but that's also gonna require that me, needs now 2,500 calories to exist. So, what happens when you stop training for a while? Even just a couple weeks, as you probably know. It's like, your body looks at it and says, phew, all right, crisis averted. Those stressors are gone. To make survival easier for him, let's jettison that extra muscle mass he had, since obviously, hey, he doesn't need it anymore, right? That stressors have not come back, so let's get rid of that muscle mass, even though that was hard-earned for him. And so we can decrease his calorie requirements down to 2,000 or so, okay? So just to maintain his basic bodily functions, as well as just to exist and be able to get him through his day of regular chores again. My body does not recognize that I live in 2016 in a beach town here in Florida. Besides having to go to work and BJJ, I wouldn't even need a car, right? I could walk to a store and be able to get enough food. It doesn't realize that. Your body still, it still thinks, like, I guess in prehistoric terms you could say. It doesn't realize I can quickly, I'll keep the muscle. He'll be able to get food. No, it doesn't think that way. It's still in prehistoric terms. It just wants to make survival as easy as possible. Plus, too, guys, I'm gonna level with you here, man. If I had to survive on my own, man, I'd be fucked. Okay, first off, I can't even camp. I am the worst camper ever. I don't even know how to go about it. Besides, like, passing out on the beach with some big bonfire parties over time, that's about as close to camping I've gotten in the last 20 years, I suppose. I'd be really screwed. When I used to fish, horrible fisherman, gathering, man, I don't think, where I live, I don't think I can walk in, I don't know what, 8 block radius and be able to find enough, I guess, plants and stuff to subsist on. And hunting, I don't know, I've never hunted, but I know one thing, I'm not a very good shot the times I've gone, so man, I'd be one dead guy. I am so lucky I came around, when I did in history. I mean, granted, I'd probably be taught it, but I just don't think it's really an innate thing of mine. So I'd be dead. So I can't imagine, how hard it would be for me to find 2,000 calories, but if I had to find an additional 500 every freaking day forever, holy shit, man. I mean, that adds up over time, right? You know, that'd be near impossible to do. So this thing is, man, I mean, you can't like reason with your body. It's like, you know, oh, hey body, you know, hey, I worked hard on these biceps, so why don't we keep that, okay? You know, just, you know, it's good. You know, the girls at the beach like that. So just hold on to that. You know, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't look at things that way. Your body's going to take the path of least resistance. It's the only smartest. It is the smartest way to survive, okay? And it's only gonna give you that extra muscle when you put those stretchers on there. So, I mean, okay, I don't mean to get all, I don't know what, just I guess evolutionary, but I certainly believe dinosaurs were on the earth. I've seen the bones at museums and things. All right, there's a reason in my mind that I don't know this is 100% true, obviously, but you know, let's face it, the dinosaurs were walking the earth, and they're not here anymore. There are certain animals that were around then that are still, and particularly down here in Florida, we have alligators, okay? Alligators, even though they seem big by today's standards, are tiny compared to the dinosaurs, okay? They all lived together though, back then. I don't know what may have happened back there was some type of famine, maybe all the vegetation died off for the herbivores of the dinosaurs, but they're gone. They're gone, they're gone, they're gone. Those animals required quite a few calories to exist, I'm sure. You know, when I seen how huge you know, the T-Rex skeleton is, what, 40 feet, 50 feet or something insane like that. Holy shit. I mean, I can't imagine how much muscle mass that it must have had and how many calories it must have taken to exist. If they run into, you know, problems, which I guess they did, it's a lot easier for them to starve off than it is for, say, like a turtle that's still around, which I have a pet turtle over there in his 55-gallon tank. You know, it's a lot easier for the turtle to still be around and find his calories needed a day than it is for a 40-foot dinosaur, right? So, anyhow, guys, that's my thoughts on it. If you have any questions or anything, or you want to talk about any other comments yourself, leave them down below. And if you have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. We'll talk to you soon. Os.